Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Wait, that's not the song. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
I
Yeah,
wanna
there we
be
go.
the very best. No one ever
Come on.
was. To
Bum,
catch
bum, bum,
them is
bum.
my real test,
Uh,
right? Real
Real
test.
test. Real
To train
test.
them is my cause.
Yeah, Pokemon.
I traveled across the world,
I know.
searching far and wide. I don't know why I know this whole song. Actually, you know
Oh, I
what?
know the whole thing.
I used to I had this CD that I'd bring to school where I just burned a bunch of songs on there and I would just like play it in class and start singing just to troll everyone in the class.
No
And
wonder you
because
were so
I
popular.
love that song. I was never popular. Welcome to Neon Pocket Dimension, a place where you can get nerdy and not and be as popular as you want. A
Hell
place
yeah, you're super popular in the.
Because I'm popular.
yeah, it's a place where us nerdy folk can go into our dimension that's separated from normal reality and nerd out about whatever the fuck we want about and just overall have a good time. I'm Jacob Jones. I'm here joined with our other two hosts. We got Miguel in the middle there.
Right.
You might know him from Odd Valley. He's been on a few episodes, and then we got Luke over here, aka Gage.
AKA Glooge on my better days.
You may also
No,
know
what's up,
him.
everyone? How we doing?
You may also know him from Odd Valley.
Hey.
Yeah, and we're here to talk about Pokemon today. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, the last Pokemon game I played is Ruby. Miguel was the last Pokemon game you played.
Pokemon Go.
Oh, nice.
That counts. That honestly
counts.
counts. Yeah.
Holy counts.
To be honest, I think that might be my answer too. Now that I didn't think about it.
I played as Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
Definitely mine as well. But yeah.
Yeah, and we're just here to hang out and talk video games today. Although this show isn't exactly always all about video games, we do talk about video games quite a lot. But we, sometimes we'll talk about movies, sometimes we'll talk about anime, sometimes we'll talk about cooking because you can nerd out on that. Anything you can nerd out, we'll chat about up on here.
True.
So yeah, let's just get the little housekeeping stuff out of the way. You can watch the show live on Twitch every Wednesday starting at 7 p.m. Pacific time, if assuming that my equipment works and we could start on time. And that's at twitch.tv/neonpocketdimension. Please throw us a follow and come hang out live. We'll read the chat. We'll call out some fun comments and things. And unless you're a douche, and maybe we won't do that. But we hope only cool people are allowed in the Neon Pocket Dimension.
Roll. Don't be a douche.
Yeah, don't be a douche. And then
be
also,
It's a good rule.
it is the forever rule here. You could find these episodes on YouTube later. If you just go to YouTube, go to the search bar and type in Odd Valley. That is Odd Valley Studios. You'll find there. You'll find our other show, Odd Valley, a show where we get drunk and talk about whatever. But we got this show on there as well. So go ahead and throw a follow and subscribe it, please.
Yeah.
Subscribe it.
Do a little bell ringing, little ringers of bells.
Yeah.
Smash that like button.
That's right. Smash it.
Yeah.
And don't smash it, but don't pass it. You know what I mean? Just smash it only. That's all I got for you. And then you can follow us on Twitter if you where's the flirt here? Go ahead and what is it?
It's at NPD Squad.
At
I got you
NPD
right
Squad.
there.
Yeah, I need to have I have a thing where I can type it into there, but I just need to have this queued up at all times. But you'll see it on the screen right now. That's us on Twitter. That'll keep you up to date with the show. Everything we're doing, everything we're posting, everything we're planning. Also, just throwing this out there. We do other streams and stuff, or we are planning on doing other streams like video games, community nights and stuff in the future, and just hanging out with friends and gaming and whatever, kicking it. So hit us up on NPD Squad and on Twitch. Gage, what do you got for us, man?
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a pseudo poke centric episode, but I figured first off we'll start with our wine boo, our wine boo. Yeah,
It's a WYBNOO. WYBNOO.
WYBNOO.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the wife dude.
It's a
I
WYBNOO.
swear I'm not doing a bit where I never get it. I just never get it. That's really it.
I'm gonna fill it in on the screen. But yeah,
There,
go ahead.
There you go.
Uh,
All right. Well,
what does it mean?
I'll WYBNOO.
what is it? What does it mean, Gage? Go ahead and fill the people in on what it means.
An endorsement earlier. There you go. Now we got the full thing over top. Good for audio listeners. Not that
WYBNOO.
there's probably
What you been nerding out on? That's our little thing we do here. We talk about what we're nerding out on. And this time around, I think maybe Miguel should go.
Oh, okay, I lied.
Oh, Luke was going.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Oh, I don't know. My internet cut out for a second there, so I didn't hear you say anything. I was just like, "What's he waiting for?"
Just cut him off, dude. That's not cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't be a douche.
I'm not
it's
trying
all
to
right.
be a douche.
I deserved it because I couldn't remember that it was WYBNOO and not WinBoo.
No, I'm sorry. That's
Okay,
my
dude.
shitty internet cutting out there.
Wife dude.
Sorry. Go ahead,
All
Luke. Gage.
All right.
Well, you're Luke shot first on internet, so I call you Luke, but your name's Gage.
I think in the pocket dimension, I feel like I'm more of a Luke than a Gage, but yeah.
So what you been nerding out on this week, man?
I have been nerding out on a recommendation that actually I think was maybe an endorsement from you earlier in the cast in a previous
Oh.
episode. I've been nerding out on Hello from the Magic Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm now fully obsessed with that podcast.
Yes.
It's so
yes.
good.
Yes. I'm happy. Good times, man. Oh yeah.
So for those who don't know, it is the podcast premise is that this guy Arnie like Niebacher or something. I forget what his last name is.
It's Arnie Niekamp.
There it is.
Yeah.
He gets sucked through a portal at Burger King and ends up in like a Narnia-esque medieval land. He's still getting a Wi-Fi signal from the Burger King, so he sits down with a couple of regulars and then rotating guests who stop at this tavern called the Vermilion Minotaur.
Yeah, the Vermilion Minotaur, which, by the way, I have that T-shirt.
That's awesome.
I know, I bought it. I was like, at one point, I was like, I need to get some T-shirts, and I thought, man, I need to start putting money into these podcasts. You know what I mean? So I got a shirt from them and last podcast.
That's excellent.
Hell yeah! I'll show it to you later.
So the episodes are really good. They're like only about 20 minutes long. They're really funny. And it's all improv, or at least I think so. I mean, maybe they talk to each other a little bit beforehand, but it's pretty roll with the punches kind of humor. And it's just slowly building on itself, and it's hilarious. So
yeah, it's an incredible show. I'm pretty sure I've told Miguel about this show like 100 times.
You probably have, and it's on a list of some sort that is ever growing, and then I never get to.
A whole bunch of things that like I say, hey Miguel, check this out, and you're like,
So,
I want to
I'll
use
check it out at some point. Do it. 'Cause I'm bad.
Yeah. So Gage, can I ask you what your favorite character is so far?
yeah. So my character again, I'm starting it all the way from the beginning. It's been running since I think 2015.
Yeah, I think they're in year 7 right now, or something like that.
Yeah, crazy.
believe.
So I have a lot of content to catch up on, which is good because there's a lot of times that I need to binge some podcasts while I'm doing some work. But
What episode
so my
number
favorite character,
are you on right now?
what episode number I'm on? I think I'm
Yeah.
on 17 or 20 or something like that.
Okay, yeah, still pretty early on. Yeah.
Totally. It's only been the last like 2 days of this week that I've been
Awesome.
listings. Flower, I think, is my favorite from episode 3. Do you still remember Flower?
Flower is a recurring character on that show, and her
Yes.
the person who plays Flower on the show, her name's Brooke Bright. She's actually a big part of the show.
Great.
And yeah, Flower is a classic character. Gotta love Flower,
Awesome.
dude.
Awesome. Yeah, it just makes like I hung out actually with my friend Leah from Los Angeles today. A couple days ago. She was up here visiting, and she's a butcher. She's this like little lesbian tatted butcher with dreads, and she
Sick.
talks almost exactly like Flower. When I heard Flower, I was like, oh my god, it's Leah, and I literally had just hung out with her, like the day beforehand. So it was really funny, and yeah, she's just great. She's this vulgar little kind of drunk Flower.
Yep.
And it's good stuff.
Yeah, and Arnie throws her ass off a cliff at the end of episode 3, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Apparently, you really don't want to piss off Flowers in Foon.
Do you know about
Go for
Mittens yet? Sorry.
About mutants?
Mittens.
Oh yes, I know about Mittens.
The FML, the Foon's Mitten League. Miguel,
Yeah,
you gotta listen to this podcast, dude.
It's really good. Yeah, you know, I think I can't remember the wizard's name all of a sudden because he's got so fucking many of them. Usador. I think Usador is not is not likely to make Hillsman for the Mittens.
Yeah.
Team.
Oh, definitely not. No. His name is Usador, Wizard of the 12th Realm of Ephesius, Masters of Light and Shadow, Manipulator of Magical Delights, Devourer of Chaos. The elves know him as Fang Yelik. The dwarves know him as Zonin and Hugastanges. And
Hoobastank.
The Hoobastank, yeah. And the yeah, this is, if you like this at all, Miguel, then you'll enjoy the show. Trust me. And he's known in the north as I can't remember. Fuck his name. God, I should have remembered that.
That was pretty good if that was off the cuff. All of that beforehand.
Oh yeah, no. Every time I watch or listen to the show, I recite that back with him because he says that every fucking episode. Although lately, not so much. But I don't want to spoil too much. It's a really great show, and it just keeps getting better and better. And it starts to get meta and crazy, and you meet all sorts of crazy characters. The good thing about it, though, is that it because it's improv, like any great improviser just shows up on that show, and sometimes like big celebrities.
Nice, I can't wait.
You know what I mean? So like, you know, I won't spoil who gets on there, but like, you'd be surprised. You're like, oh shit, that person's on here, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It only gets better.
Nice. Well, I'm really excited for this journey. I always like when a new podcast rings true with me. It's exciting because it just means I have more stuff to listen to while I do work. So, you know.
Heck yeah, buddy.
Pretty awesome.
So that's what I've been nerding out on, and I'll keep you posted on my adventures with the folks from Foon.
Nice. Yeah, I love Chunt, by the way.
I mean, Chunt is just. I mean, you know.
Chunt, the shape-shifting badger. He has to have sex with animals to be able to change into them. Yeah.
Yeah. What is this what's his catchphrase again? It's like what's
yeah, baby.
Power.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great power. He is a shapeshifter. What else am I gonna say? Oh, and then an interesting tidbit that you probably didn't know about the show is Arnie Niekamp actually is like the creative director for Jackbox Games.
His voice is a little bit familiar. I wonder if he does some voice work in that game.
I always wondered too, but like I know he's not. Like there's certain characters like voices that you recognize, and I know like a couple of the ones I thought of definitely weren't him because I looked into that much at least.
Oh, okay. Because I could think of like a couple of games that I'm like, oh, that might be him. Yeah, but maybe not.
God. Hey, Miguel, do you like Jackbox Games? You played any of those ones?
Are fun. I think those are really fun, especially when you get a good group of people going.
Yeah, what's your favorite Jackbox game? Both of you guys.
Fuck.
Do you like Fibbage? You know that one?
That one's okay.
How about
I like the one where you draw?
It's Drawful, yeah.
Yeah, Drawful, that one's fun.
Classic, yeah.
I like TKO, which is a specific drawing one where you make T-shirts.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
that one's cool too.
The art style is really cool in that. It's hard to get a good group of people who all like want to do that one because it's like takes a little bit of like time to do all the drawing and stuff. But I think it's pretty good.
Well,
but I like the murder trivia one.
Oh, I really want to try that one, dude.
Trivia Murder Party, I think.
Yeah, it's like Murder Party, I think is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a second. There's like a part. There's like a sequel to Murder Party or something that they put in. I think Jackbox 8. I was looking at trying to get some Jackbox games to like, I don't know, do like a stream or something. You know, have a bunch of people show up and play.
That'd be a good fun.
Yeah,
that would be a lot of fun actually.
A lot of Twitchers and YouTubers do that stuff actually to engage with the community you know, the
I
viewers.
think there's because the community can get an audience too, right? And the audience can get votes in some games, which is cool.
I mean, the audience can just jump in and play a lot of the games
Cool.
as they watch, you know. So anyway, sorry to hijack it. You play any games, Gage?
I've just been playing more and more Elden Ring. I finally beat Michaleth, the Black Blade, that punk ass. And now I've moved on. I've gone all the way through the Halig tree, so I'm up against Melania, but I'm probably gonna save her until after I do the other major demigods. And yeah, I've been trying Palladius Sax. What, I forget what his name is. The
Palisadiax or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the elder
Big
dragon
ass
who used to be Elden Lord.
Yeah.
So that's been fun, but other than that, I've still been working on Ollie Ollie World, progressing through that game, and I think we're Aishu and I, my wife and I, are now 3 chapters through As Dusk Falls, so that's going good. Yeah.
Okay.
Pallasidisax?
Pallasidisax, there it is.
I think yep, that's what it is. I had to do a little googling there. Cool.
Yeah, anyways, that's my stuff. I'm stoked. Elden Ring's progressing along nicely. So
I'm on playthrough 2. Miguel, what have you been nerding out of this week?
I'm sure you two will be happy. I have Game Pass now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, we're about to play some games, Miguel.
Oh, are we?
Oh yeah, dude. You know what that means? Because you have Game Pass for PC. That means we could play Among Us.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool.
Hey, nice.
100% a game that can run on yours.
So I went through the list and I downloaded probably about 6 games that I've been running for a while, and they're all like old as shit for the most part.
That's
I think
okay.
the newest one is Sable. Well,
Cool.
no, actually, that's not true. What's that game? Give me one
Sable.
All good.
I played the demo. What game?
Backbone.
Oh yeah.
What?
I've heard good things about that.
One more time.
I played the demo on Steam.
What game?
And it made me want to actually play the game, so I'm going to try and get through it.
Backbone, Jacob.
Backbone. Yeah, I know about Backbone.
Yeah.
Sorry, it kept cutting out there for the recording. Oh, what do you think about that?
I haven't played it yet.
Nice.
I downloaded Grim Fandango, so I started with that one.
Nice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And I like the shit. And I get very, very annoyed, so sometimes I cheat. I will try everything, and then if I just can't get it, I just like I'm going to a tutorial or a walkthrough online, and then so I'm working my way through that. I don't like doing that because I feel like it's cheating, but at the same time, like, fuck this game. I did the same thing with Monkey Island.
Yeah, it's those old LucasArts adventure games, like Tim Schafer games and stuff. Yeah, they all had like arbitrary situations sometimes where it's like you'd have to light this candles in a spot, and then like
in a specific way.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
And it's just like, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's really like making you feel like you did something in particular. That's just like a random chance thing, you know, like.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. Sable's been fun too. That's pretty cool. I like it. It's open world. I wasn't sure what to expect from it. I'd seen videos and stuff, but
right.
I do like the art style. It's cool.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and luckily, like my 10-year-old computer can run these things. It's probably 12 now, actually. Now that I think about it.
Dope.
But so I mean,
it's kind of a Zelda like it, right, or something like that. I don't know.
Sable.
You're like running around as you're like on this journey.
Yeah.
And you've got like a hover bike and you can float. It's pretty cool. I haven't gotten very far into it.
It's more like Journey itself, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I would equate it to. Is like it's like Journey, but
with dialogue.
More stuff.
Yeah.
And a little bit more open world.
Right.
Got it. Are there NPCs and stuff, or is it like lonesome?
There's NPCs and there's quests and stuff. You have to do certain things.
There's a lot of chatter in that game. Like Journey is just you walk and it's all audio cues. But that game's like there's a story and you're a character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still like walky, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of it's about kind of like exploring as far as I've gotten to. I don't think there's going to be a lot of killing or anything or any action. But overall, I'm still having a good time with it.
Nice.
There are like hazards though, right? Like, has there been any hazards of any kind?
Not that I have seen yet.
Okay.
I'm not very far though. I just got out of the first area into the bigger world, so
Nice.
I'll let you know, but I'm not sure.
Oh, here's
Because
another.
I was wondering that myself.
Right. Because I know like when you do that float thing, you have like a bubble around you or something, and I thought that was like defensive, and I don't know, man. I just played the demo.
Float down so you can slow down and float to things. That's how I've been using it.
So more like like almost like a 3D platformer. That's more of a
3D
vibe.
platformer, kind of like an adventure game, but no real like. It's not very actiony. So if you're looking for an action game, it's probably not a game for you.
No.
Cool.
Another game that can run on your computer, Miguel, that's on Game Pass that we should play, Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play Minecraft with you, Jacob.
You could jump on my friend Sam, Pizza
Even
Man
though I'm
Sam
not a
server.
huge fan, but I'll play.
I don't know, just a game. Like that's the really cool thing about Game Pass, I think, is that like I mean, there's a ton of games on there, but a lot of them are pretty old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you may have missed those games, or you may love those games, and like you can go back and play them. You know, so good times.
Oh, I played Power Wash Sim.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, nice.
You recommended that, so I tried.
Thoughts? Hello, come on.
Fucking tedious, man. But I keep playing it. I kept playing it because I wanted to clean the fucking house.
See, I told you it's like addicting.
See that game being fun with another person,
Oh, it is, yeah.
but by yourself, don't get me wrong, I still had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm cleaning a house and it's taking me like 20 minutes or whatever,
Right.
like I need help. This is a 2-man job.
True, and we can do that, and I'm totally down
That's
to squat
possible.
up. Yeah, it'd be really fun to do. But did you buy any attachments for your power washer?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
absolutely.
good.
Of course.
That makes it easier.
Duh.
I don't know, because at first I didn't really understand the shop system, and so I was like, I did like 2 of the things without even knowing about buying stuff besides cosmetics.
You
know
gotta
what I mean?
upgrade your power washer so it gets easier.
Yep, you got to be able
Work
to.
harder, not smarter, right? And that's why you're making money.
It's true. You
Running
get
a
that
business.
super long one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you could use that like I think the second attachment, not the red one. I think it's the yellow one. 15% spread.
Yeah.
That's
my
the best
my
one.
only issue with that is
Best one.
it just I feel like it takes longer.
Right.
So I usually use the one that gives you a little bit of spread and a lot of pressure.
The one right above yellow. I think
Yeah.
it's green.
So you can clean faster.
Yeah, I think it's 35.
But I also tried one of the challenges where you're stuck with a certain amount of water, and I totally failed.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds difficult to me.
It was pretty like you get 7 liters to clean like your bike. It's like a dirt bike, and you
Yeah.
get 7 liters of water.
Nice.
And then, the more water you use, the less fucking stars you get. And
Wow.
That's
I was like,
that's a little more sim. That's a little more
Yeah.
the sim elements of that.
I haven't even touched the challenges, man. So thanks for the heads up. I'll mess around in there, but no, we definitely need to play that game together because it's really fun. Wait till you get to the playground. That shit is wild. Okay, and then I've fully disconnected from the internet.
I really lost
Is that
Jacob
me?
for a little
Is
bit
that
because
you?
he was
Yep.
just so
Yep. And I'm
enthusiastic
back.
about Power Wash.
I'm
Simulator.
back. I don't know what you guys saw. The recording is only from my point of view.
I'm nothing.
Sorry about that. Hey, it's not an NPD without some sort of disconnect. You know what I mean?
It just for us it seemed like you were really so enthused about Power Wash Simulator that you stopped talking. So,
I'm gonna make me spit out this
Well,
beer, dude.
It's the best game ever.
Yeah, it's
nice.
great.
Game
Yeah.
of the year.
And Miguel, I'll look at the Game Pass lineup because I like to do that from time to time, and I'll throw out a couple other recommendations for like stuff that's not too hard to run on your PC and stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely down.
Yeah, it's too bad. I wouldn't suggest Grounded because that game was like really difficult for my old PC to run, and even for the Xbox One S, it was like I was getting less than 30 frames like constantly. Especially after putting up a big building with a bunch of torches, it was like, nope, that shit's fucked. So, but that game's cool. But I like survival games. So, what can I say? I digress. What have I been nerding out on this week, guys?
What have you been nerding out on this week, Jacob?
I don't even know. I've been playing Elden Ring Run 2 Sorcerer build this time. I started over. I didn't do a new game plus because I want to experience the game again from the very beginning when you don't have shit as an astrologer this time. And my first run, I was a warrior. So it was all about smashy, big weapon, big armor, This time I'm just like all magic and dodging and like I'm equipping like just robes, you know what I mean? And I can do my dope ass roll timing and stuff. And I'm just having a really good time. I just got through pretty much all of Lierne of the Lakes right before what's it called? The manor? The
The
Carnia? Candia? Kanana. Anyway, that Carrion.
Carrion. There it is.
Yeah. So I basically want to clear out all of Lierne of the Lakes before the manor, before I even walked into Raya Lucaria Academy. And even messed around with that. So I did all that, and then I ran through Raya Lucaria, and I got to the point where I saw the boss gate for Renala. And I cleared out like that entire legacy dungeon. So I'm at the point where I'm just ready to take on Renala as an astrologer, and she's like probably got a shit ton of magic resist. So I'm a little worried.
I wonder how that's going to work. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
You might want to, you could just leave her for a while and then go to like Caelid for a bit and then come back and kick her ass.
I was thinking about going to Caelid too, cause I'm not sure how many like quests will reset if I don't do that beforehand. So I don't know. But that's where I'm at, and I just got some more sick ass spells. I'm doing like mad damage, and I have I think with items and stuff I got like 40 intelligence already.
That's awesome.
So it's been a really good time. Also was been playing we played Fall Guys the other night with the Externerac boys, Steven and Sam. That was fun, but we played multiverses first, and I'm not sure about multiverses, man. I feel like I need to play a bunch of it and, fill out the battle pass a little bit, and just mess around. But control-wise, it just doesn't feel tight. It's not like Smash Bros. You know what I mean? It's like it on the surface, you're like, hey, Smash Bros. With fucking Daffy Duck or whatever. Donald, Arya Stark, Iron Giant,
James.
All these motherfuckers. When you boot up the game, though, it's like, well, you can only have access to Finn from Adventure Time, which is cool. He's a good character. I like him. And then Wonder Woman, Superman, which Superman's okay, I guess. Although he has this really funny fly ability where like you do your side special and he just does this. Just like slow flies away. And if you like land a hit on people, he grabs them and throws them or something. And then there's this thing called Rain Dog, which is a weird creature, more of a support character.
Proprietary creature for the game, I think.
Yes, like actually, it's an original character made for this game. So it's like, who gives a fuck about Rain Dog? But apparently, like, I know Rain Dog can pull off some great 2v2 like team stuff, because the integral special ability is to basically shoot out like a lightning beam to latch on to something, either an enemy or ally, and you press it again to pull them in. So you can essentially like you can keep your ally from dying if they get knocked off the edge, or you can like pull the enemies into a less advantageous position. But like the one time I played as Rain Dog, I was just trying to do that move the whole game, and I just couldn't pull it off. I could not latch onto anything and pull it toward me ever. And that's the thing about that game, is like control wise, it just feels like weirdly floaty, but at the same time stiff, and it just I don't like that. And I was just getting my ass whooped by the boys, so that sucked. But then in the very last match, I did pretty good. So I don't know. I need more time to play with it. But my immediate thoughts are like, hey, you like Smash Bros? Play this game, right? Don't expect to be good at this game just because you're good at Smash Bros. Because like the mechanics are different. There's no shield. You can only dodge, and even the dodge system feels weird. And the attacks are just like, even though on the surface seem the same, the way they're set up, they're completely different. So, you're in for a doozy, man. And you'll have to put in the work. A big drawback for this game is the limitations for the modes and the ways you can experience the game. I mean, it is in open beta right now, so there might be like more interesting things to do later. But if you just want to like play a match with your friends, it's not as easy as just like loading it up. Like you have to have the right number of people to play certain modes. So then it forces a bot in there.
Annoying.
You know what I mean? Even in like you pick free for all. You think, oh, well, free for all could be like anyone between 2 to 4 players. You know what I mean? And then just free for all match. And it's like, no, free for all has to be 4 players. So if you only have 3 friends, there has to be a bot in there. And then it's either that 1v1 or 2v2. But if you like play online, it's only 1v1 or 2v2. And this game is actually built for 2v2, which to me, I fucking hate. I want to be able to just like play the game and I want to be able to have a party of more than just one person. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It just rubs me the wrong way in a lot of ways. But the more I played it, the more I kind of came to understand the systems and kind of get used to it a little. So like, I might be into it. But a little sidebar here in the Kind of Funny, because I watch Kind of Funny Games daily on the daily weekdays, and I just for that 1 hour, and I chat furiously, and everyone was
Yes, you do.
right, yeah, oh yeah, furiously. But I was talking about wanting to go to Evo, because like it's here in Vegas, and I would love to go. You know what I mean? I always talked about like entering a competition as Smash or in Smash or something, but like there's no way. I'm not that good at it.
I'd get destroyed.
Yeah, but I was saying, what if I just practice multiverses so much that I compete next year? So who knows? I would need a teammate for that to be viable, unless there's 2 brackets of like 1v1s and 2v2s. But the game is meant to play 2v2s. There's like a lot of moves that are like co-op focused, basically. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, my thing with the Smash clones is like, I kind of am always just like, why not just, if you're gonna make a Smash clone, just fucking go for it. You know what I mean? Like, just make it a clone. Like, make the movesets feel like that same sort of vibe. Like, and the physics always feel a little off. Like, multiverses felt a little like clunky to me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm always just like, just go more for it, But I guess they typically want to like separate themselves in one way or another, and
right.
I get it, but it just feels like I just pretty much want them to make Smash with other characters, But yeah,
same. And it really is. That's really what they're doing. It's just that they're modifying it enough to where you're like, nah, this sucks.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel the way it inherently should when you first pick it up the sticks, and that just kind of is a bummer.
Yeah.
If you were to compete in a Smash, which version of Smash? Let me rephrase that. Which version of Smash are you best at?
Not Melee. So it would be Ultimate, obviously. I'd be jumping into Ultimate, And I've always been a young Link main.
Nice.
Love me some young Link, but also Mario. I had a long stint with Mario. I don't know. There's like a lot of characters in Ultimate, and I
switch around a lot in Ultimate for sure.
Yeah, I only have the first DLC pack, and I haven't really picked up that game in a long time. So
me neither. I would if it was better online, but I just
exactly.
I don't play couch co-op that often.
I put a ton of time like learning, like trying to learn some moves, some tricks, and to be good, but. I don't know, man. Fighting games, even Smash, which is simplified. I don't know. I just I start to lose interest where I'm just training, and I'm like, I could be using this time to do something else. You know what I mean? I could fucking like play a good
games, but
what's that?
I said I feel like that about a lot of games.
Oh yeah,
even more so with fighting games.
Right, like. Playing a fighting game to me is fun when you have people like over at your house and you're just fucking around and just like see who can win. You know what I mean? But like when you start to get into the minutia of training and like learning matchups and like combos, like trying to master a combo, I'm just like, I'm bored, dude. This just sucks.
Totally.
Well,
I am. Oh, go for it.
Oh, it's only fun if the person you're playing with has never played either.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the best times. Yeah.
Absolutely not. Like, I've done that a ton of times, and I'm just like, you keep winning, and it's like you're like, you know.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Totally.
For a while, it's not fun.
that's why we don't play Smash when you come over here, Miguel.
Because you always win, and you know that.
Yeah, I know, but it's good to have like competition. I think that if you really want to get into fighting games, it's good to have like a couple friends, if not maybe like an online community to engage with, because then it feels like you're training for something. But if you're just training to like enter a competition and you're just like by yourself and you're just in the training room for hours, it's like at that point you should just be learning how to play guitar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, learn a life skill, you know? Why are you putting this much time into just training?
Said and done, Jacob.
What's that?
Easier said than done, he said.
No, I know that. I know that. Same with fucking combos. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But no,
my Smash game of choice and the one that I'm the best at by far. Well, my friend group plays OG N64 Smash, for the most part.
Nice.
And I'm Captain Falcon main in that one. Sometimes I play Ness, but the reason that we like that one so much is because the whole dynamic is just about who can spike the other person, and a spike is like where you get someone over a valley or over the edge and then just down AM most of the time, and it sends them straight down and there's no recovering from it. And like like we pretty much don't count it as a kill unless you spike someone. So it's like the whole game is just like
it's all about
edge control and spiking people, and just like we call it putting them people in the valley, and so you get valleyed, and so we're just trying to valley people the whole time. And so we'll play like other people who come over and don't know that meta in our group, and they're just like, what are you guys doing? And they just get owned and valleyed the whole time. It's great.
Just trying to get valleyed. Dude, if in a Smash game, especially
they don't know what's going on, just keep valleying them.
Yeah.
Well, that side A dude, Mario, it's so amazing when you can get that fucking spike off where he just does the fist down, like the sideways punch down thing. Yeah, that's a lifelong fucking pursuit, is to like nail those.
Ness one is really hard because the official way that you do it is by doing the PK Thunder and then having it go down and then he hits into the person below. So if you do that, it's really steez, but it's really risky.
Yep. Smash is a good game. Multiverses, okay. You know what I mean? It feels like a cash grab, just like a lot of free-to-play games do these days. But it could be fun. You know what I mean? It could be fun. I could see myself playing a couple of rounds. But like if I jump into Smash, no matter what happens, it just feels tight. It feels good. I know all the characters. I mean, because like at this point, like Nintendo's like Disney. You know what I mean? Like who doesn't know about Mario and fucking Zelda and shit? You know, it's like gamer Disney. I'll just put it that way. So it's great, you know. But yeah, no. Multiverses, I don't know. Try it. It's free. It's an open beta now. Give it a shot, and maybe squad up. And then if you want to know how to just like fuck around with your friends, you gotta click that custom games button. You know, that took a while for me to figure that out last night. And then Fall Guys, great game. You know, we played a bit of that too, and like I yelled about how I suck at it. So. Oh, and then I've been playing Civilization 6 lately because that Unciv game on mobile just gave me the thirst. So I've been picking up my Switch again and playing Civilization 6 on there. I have. You have
a preferred leader?
No, not really. I mean, I had a really good game once with Poland. You know what I mean? But I think that no matter what ruler you pick, you should be able to shift your strategy to, like, oh, this isn't like if you hit random. Then you just read the Civilopedia for that leader, and you're like, okay, I know what to do. You know what I mean? Oh, this is a religion character. Go all religion. Oh, this is an aggressive character. Let's just fucking go total domination, you know?
I've never won a total domination game. It's frustrating to me.
Yeah, it's tough. Especially in Civ 6, with like all of the... They don't like war in that game.
Yeah, I just for some reason my armies can just never progress as fast as I don't know if there's just something that I'm not getting like
Yeah.
as far as the strategy there. But I feel like I'm constantly getting to like World War One era tech, and then they come in with like really good weaponry, and I'm like destroyed. I don't know.
You gotta be fully prepared, man. You gotta do the correct technology path. Get the right things at the right time. You gotta make sure you have a bustling economy to support all your units. You know what I mean? You gotta pick the correct policies that make things cheaper and with armies and war and stuff like that, and then set yourself up. It's not easy. It's not.
Yeah, man.
None of these 4X games are easy at all, but they're cool.
Heck yeah.
All right, guys, that's enough about what we've been nerding out on. Want to talk Pokemon?
This is a Pokeball grinder.
Oh shit!
For the weeds.
Oh my god, that's incredible! Wow, I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's to be real, it's not that great of a grinder, but
yeah, it's tiny. Wait, does it have a key a keef catch in the very bottom too?
It actually like you unscrew the little inner thing, and then there's a keef catcher down there.
It's incredible. Yeah. Miguel, keef is the stuff that you want to dust onto your bowls to give it the delicious THC crystals.
Oh, okay.
In case you didn't know. And weed's legal in our states. Everybody, just relax. So
yeah, exactly. Chill out.
Let's see.
So yeah, today we got a little Pokemon. I don't think it's called a Pokemon Direct. Pokemon Presents, maybe Nintendo calls it, or the Pokemon Company calls it.
Pokemon Presents, yeah, that's correct.
There you go. I'm not gonna, we've done a couple recaps of other various showcases on this show before. I'm not gonna do the full breakdown because frankly, I just don't care about most of the announcements. But there was some stuff on Pokemon, like Cafe Mix, Pokemon. Whatever the mobile Pokemon game is, and I think some stuff on Pokemon Go, I think, and yeah, a couple different things. But I don't know. For me, the one thing I kind of was interested in is the next gen Pokemon game that's coming out on Switch, which is of course Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Yep.
So we got a bigger, kind of more in-depth dive into that game today, and I guess I'll go around. We kind of hinted at it earlier, but I just kind of wanted to get kind of a temperature from you guys on any interest level in Pokemon, or if it's a cool temperature, what could maybe get you hyped on a Pokemon again.
Yeah, I love this room, by the way. This guy's in, and I love this dude's
guy
suit.
Brings it, dude.
Yeah. This is the.
Have a room like that, I'd be disappointed.
Miguel, this is the drip that we need to be shooting for right here. This is the style we need. You know what I mean?
Okay, I need to work on my setup then.
You need a lot of lights. What'd you say?
So that my stuff's all in the wrong spot.
Hey, well, what's that sick ass bookcase behind you full of DVDs that are probably amazing?
DVDs. Got a lot of anime, some regular movies.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Some anime stuff up there.
Chris Brown showed up. I don't know if you noticed that. So
what?
Be careful if you're Rihanna, because
Oh no.
Pokemon World Series, so I'm a little surprised. Good for them.
Yep.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yep.
So they went into some stuff about the trading card game. The general Poke announcements they had to go through. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really in this Poke community so much in anywhere except for the mainline games. And then I played Pokemon Go throughout the pandemic for quite some time because it was a fun outdoor, socially distanceable activity during the beginning of COVID.
What about Ahi Poke?
I do fuck with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I guess just my question about where are you guys at with Pokemon these days? Maybe the mainline games or just Pokemon in general. And what could get you higher on it if you're a little cooler on it, which I think you are.
I'll just say this, like, I don't care about Pokemon right now. I want to. I constantly am like when Sword and Shield were announced and I was working my old job, there was some coworkers I talked to and I'd be like, which one you getting? I'll get the other one. And so I was supposed to get Shield. But then the game came out, and much like most Switch games, I just didn't buy it because I'm like, You know, I could have this money or I could spend this money. I'm gonna have this money. You know what I mean? And so it just really, at this point, it just takes like a really special Nintendo game for me to buy it.
Yeah,
that was
especially for $60.
right, and that was Metroid Dread, the last game I bought. But there's so many good Nintendo games out there to play. But then again, like everyone talked about Sword and Shield, like it wasn't that great. You know what I mean? So like I don't know, I just don't really care. The games really just look the same. Like they look like they're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, like they have since fucking forever. I mean, here we are, we're showing B-roll of a different type of Pokemon game. It's like a MOBA version, but it's only on mobile, and I don't know, whatever. I like MOBAs. I would try this game out. But on mobile,
it's called Pokemon Unite. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'll try it, I guess, because I'll try any mobile game. You know, it's free. But like the one refreshing thing I noticed recently was Pokemon Arceus or whatever, Pokemon Legends Arceus, which seemed like a really interesting way to mix up the Pokemon formula. You know, where it's like all the Pokemon you see in the world are the Pokemon that you mess around with. You know what I mean? They're out there. And then to catch them, you could just throw Pokeballs at them. And, like, they're still battling. But, like, it just seemed like a fresh take. So that was the only game I really considered buying. Did I buy it? No. And that's kind of what I'm getting at is, like, I just don't seem to give a fuck about Pokemon anymore. Even though it is the most profitable entertainment franchise of all time at the moment, still to this day.
Wild stuff.
Yeah, and Scarlet and Violet look like they're probably going to be good. It's all open world. You know, you can tackle the gyms at your leisure. This trailer, I don't know. There's a lot of sparkly diamond stuff happening that kind of turned me off a little.
It turned me way off. Oh my gosh.
And I just don't know, man. I just don't like. What's the next Pokemon thing that'll happen that I give a fuck about? That's kind of where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Totally.
I don't know, and I don't.
Well,
think
I was gonna say with Scarlet and Violet, like they are bringing forward some of the Legends Arceus mechanics and stuff, which I'm stoked. Like you can still catch Pokemon out in the world, and just chuck balls at them and things like that. And I think, yeah, like the quest lines are going to be a little bit more like you can do whatever you need to do at your own pace and take different directions and stuff. So that's kind of cool. I'm hoping that that's like actually going to be like nuanced and feel like, you know, like everything kind of, it's like a good open world. You know what I mean? I hope it's not just like you have 3 quests and you can slowly progress each of them, but they're pretty much just linear anyways, you know, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. What about you, Miguel?
I'm
going to be honest. I feel like the Pokemon train missed me as far as like, especially when it first came out. Totally. So I've never really been a huge Pokemon fan. I like various Pokemon themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But I still haven't played any of the original games or anything.
Hmm.
So, as far as being excited about any of this, I don't know. Like, I really enjoyed Pokemon Go when that came out. I thought that was really, really fun. And then after a little bit, I think I got tired of it.
Yeah, as we all did.
Same shit over and over, right? But it did get you moving around and stuff. But I think, honestly, and I hate to say this, but I feel like Pokemon's more for kids.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Unless you have a nostalgia for it.
Right.
Which I really don't.
Yeah, totally.
Or you're really into like the min-max like competitive scene, you know, where you're like, oh, I gotta feed this many like whatever. What do you call them? Like energizers or something, like
Pecha berries or something. Yeah,
like
I don't know.
Stat boost things and like shinies and like, you know, catching the right version of the same Pokemon. And people really are obsessed with these games in like ways that I don't know. I just don't see myself.
Not for me.
I just don't know, man.
Yeah.
Totally. That's the way I view it. Like, if you're into it, cool. I'm all down for that. But it's never really been my thing.
It's interesting. We're seeing here in the trailer like these legendary guys that you have are like they're essentially like different equipment that you have like in Breath of the Wild sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really kind of going for you know you can climb, you can ride around, you can glide places, and they're kind of going for this Breath of the Wild looking type of thing going on here. And like with Sword and Shield, they had elements of that, and like especially the expansion pack for Sword and Shield, there was this whole new wild area, and that was like the most exciting. That was the whole most exciting part. There was like the this other island that they brought you to, and I really enjoyed that part of Sword and Shield. And so I think if they improve on that, it could be really cool. But my problem is, like you say, Miguel, like Pokemon really isn't gonna ever ditch its its kid aesthetic, and I think it's one of those franchises that just hasn't grown up with its fan base. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's new young people that come into it as they go, but like so much of the stuff that we loved as kids, like kind of understood that you could still like it as you grow up, and so then they would like make more mature and interesting content around it, and Pokemon has just refused to change the formula whatsoever.
I also feel though like it reminds me of like shoujin manga.
Right.
It's geared towards always having a fan base.
Yeah.
People grow out of it, but you always have someone who's into it because you can keep selling it.
Like Power Rangers.
Like 80s cartoons, right? What were 80s cartoons? 30-minute commercials for toys.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's like Pokemon is like Power Rangers then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Which I get,
Which like I said, I just think I missed the train on that one. Like I just didn't get on.
Yep.
Came out when it wasn't for me. Like I just wasn't into it.
My friend, who I actually reached out to see if I could get him as a fourth chair on this podcast today, but he was busy. Unfortunately, he had to work. But he and I a while back started creating this Pokemon story, just kind of in our heads, but we would just talk about it. That was a world where it was like Pokemon in like an Africa-esque continent, where Pokemon poaching was a big thing, and we wanted to like essentially do like a really mature story about like people who like hunted Rhydons and people like that for their horns and stuff like that.
Sick.
We started this whole this was in high school, but we started this whole like concept of a Pokemon world that was like really brutal, and like people just went out to like kill Pokemon, but they would also get really fucked up by the Pokemon because they're obviously like monsters.
Yeah, they rip you apart with their fucking claws and shit. I kind of had a similar idea too, but in elementary school, I think it was middle school, I wrote a Pokemon fan fiction, and that is I for sure have the printout of it, and it's in Courier New. In case you're wondering, what font it was printed in, and one day I will unearth it and we'll read it. We'll do special content. Okay,
cool. I have also written a Pokemon fan fiction.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait to read both of them.
We should do it. So I wrote mine about the missing no glitch.
Oh yeah.
So I wrote mine about as like a kind of Lovecraftian horror that is it's about this girl who works for the Pokedex company, which I have kind of made into like Google or whatever. And she keeps running across this glitch when she's coding like the new Pokedex code, and it keeps coming up like missing number like that. Mm-hmm. And so she's like staying up all night trying to like fix this code because she's got like a deadline the next day. Yeah. And she ends up like taking like having like this memory of her father like teaching her how to catch a Pokemon, like how you have to go and talk to that guy in Viridian City or whatever, and he teaches you how to catch a Pokemon, then you fly to the island and then get the missing note. It's a whole thing. So sick. I kind of like built it into this like dreamlike sequence, and then she ends up going crazy and like getting like confronted by this like unearthly like entity that is the missing no, and she goes completely insane and just ends up walking the beach just saying missing number over and over again. Pretty cool.
That's like Pokemon creepypasta.
It is a Pokemon creepypasta. I did it
like that.
Just in that name. So maybe one day we'll read it.
Yeah. We're gonna have to. That's a given.
Cool.
We must.
Excellent.
So all I was gonna say is my gripes with Pokemon, like the one thing that like turns me off with these games, is that you hit a point where it's like, okay, you gotta kind of grind, and this happens in every Pokemon game I ever played. So like, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but technically it's like you build out your first kind of lineup that you like, but then you might not have like a type that will beat like the next gym person or whatever. And so you're like, fuck, I need to like get a psychic type up in here. So you capture one, but then it's like level 8 and you're like fucking around with level 30 somethings. So then it's like, okay, well, now it's time to level up this fucking little guy to whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And you can't just use rare candies because when you level them up that way, it just boosts the level and you lose stats. You know, you have to traditionally level them up. And so, like, that's why that was a big turnoff for those games. It's just, like, there were just a lot of times where I'm just like, okay, now I'm just walking around in circles in tall grass trying to level this guy up. And I know that, like, there's quality of life changes in these newer Pokemons, and that's why I've considered getting them. Because it's like, you know, they'll just automatically give experience to all the Pokemon in your party for like every fight
they have
or something like
experience share
that.
now, which is a huge gift for sure. But
yeah, so like I could see myself enjoying these new games more, but like I just at the end of the day, it's a $60 purchase, and you got to ask yourself like, what, you know, why am I buying this game? Am I gonna sit here and play it for hours and hours and hours? Am I gonna love it this much? And that's what brings me to my other statement, which is, man, what if Pokemon was on Game Pass? I would definitely play those games.
maybe one day Game Pass will be on
You know what I mean?
Switch. I don't know about Pokemon being in there, but yeah.
The reason why I don't play Mario games or Nintendo games in general like as much as like other shit these days is because I don't know. I can only buy like a game every once in a while. You know what I mean? And Game Pass is the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. You know, am I gonna buy like the next big fucking dope looking 4K game for my Xbox Series X or whatever, or like the next trendy Steam game for like half the price? That's the other thing is like PC games a lot of times aren't like 60, 70 bucks, you know? They could be like Valheim didn't cost me that much, you know? I think that was like 30 bucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Neon White I don't think was $60.
Which even Neon White and Ollie World, which just came out, like we're both in the 20 range, like which is so doable, you know, like,
you know what I mean? And like Nintendo doesn't budge, like, and I understand, I get what their aim is and how they roll, but it just, I don't know, me as a person, like I'm not just like dripping with money, like, you know what I mean? And when I think about Pokemon, I go, I still haven't bought Luigi's Mansion 3. Could I buy that? I mean, I love Luigi and I love Ghosts. I probably should buy that game before I get fucking Pokemon whatever purple bullshit. Just purple diamonds.
Definitely purple. Yeah,
So,
the thing that too is like, as far as like obviously I'd love like the story content and the overall vibe to like get a little bit more mature, even if it was anime mature, you know what I mean? But like it's also just a lot of the like game systems have refused to really evolve, and instead they put focus on these like little gimmick things, like this crystallized thing, or in the last one it was Gigantamax, or and it's like those mechanics never stick around from game to game, so they're obviously not that important, and like I feel like they're trying to do that just to say something's different in the game. But I'm like, no. Like, the thing you need to do is evolve the actual, like, just general mechanics of the game. And, like, yeah, they found a really good one right from the start, so they don't want to mess with it too much. But, like, either just make a really good classic Pokemon, but just with these graphical improvements and the open world elements in that. And then don't add any other stupid, kitschy bullshit. You know what I mean? Or go full, full new mechanics and see how that goes, you know? So.
Right.
I don't know. It's weird.
I think Arceus is the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just that game looked like butt and it ran like butt, and I don't know.
Big yikes. Sorry to hear it. Come on, Nintendo. I mean, you know, even Civ 6 doesn't run very well, and it takes a long time for you to wait for the computers to go through their turns.
Yeah, for sure.
PC, you know, but it is handheld.
I find that most of my Pokemon fun these days comes from like me making my own fun with it. For instance, I do a lot of Nuzlocke runs I still play my Game Boy Color version quite a bit, and play Pokemon Red. And I'll do a lot of Nuzlocke. For people who don't know, is if a Pokemon faints, usually you can revive them in the game, but we count it as they die, so you can't use that Pokemon again. If your whole party gets knocked out, you lose the game. You have to restart. And also, I play it where you have to ditch your starter right away, so you don't get a starter Pokemon. You just have to start with like Rattatas and shit.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
It's fun, and it's a good way to like put some challenge into it, and it kind of changes the way you think about your team and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I have fun with that one for sure. And then the other thing I do, I just do a lot of runs where I ditch my starter, and that's kind of fun. And I'll usually go get a Nidoran and make that my initial guy. So
Really, you're a Nidoran guy, huh? Nice.
because no, in Pokemon Red and Blue specifically, it's kind of super cheap because you can teach it water moves, so it destroys Brock really easily. And then you get to but it's still a ground type Pokemon, so it's good against water. So it destroys Misty. Then you get to Surge, and since it's still ground, like it doesn't get really affected by electric, so it kills him. So it makes the beginning of the game really easy.
And you can give him poison type moves.
Yeah, you can pretty much teach a Nidoking anything, like ice beams and things like that. Thunder it can learn, so that's cool.
Still, Miguel, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh man, I don't know. Charmander.
Yeah, he's cute.
See the memes of Charmander writing a diary?
What? No.
Yeah, I remember.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, it's fucking great.
I'm gonna look that up right now. Charmander diary meme.
You'll find some for sure.
Yeah, that's some good shit, dude.
No, I'm not seeing any.
I'm big on Pikachu, though, I think, honestly.
Pikachu's great.
Keep it a classic.
But he's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but what about Weezing? What about that guy? Remember that guy?
We used to always just
like.
make fun of my one dude who like woke up and would smoke like a ton of bong loads right when he woke up every morning, and then just hack his lungs up. We'd always call him Wheezing, so that was good.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then what about Porygon? You know what I mean? That's a weird ass Pokemon.
That's a weird Pokemon.
I feel like
it's a weird pull.
That poor Pokemon has that what's that thing when you don't move your like limbs for so long that they crystallize?
Atrophy.
Yeah,
I don't
atrophy.
know,
Yeah. There you go. I feel like Porygon is just an atrophied Pokemon, and that he's just in 100% agony 24/7, and I feel bad for him.
Nice. I'm a big Primeape guy. I like Primeape a lot.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like Scyther, or when I was younger, Scyther was my favorite because I just thought he was so cool because he had sides for arms.
Yeah, of course, dude.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of those guys. Lapras. Yeah. I like a Lapras.
Oh, what about the Dragonite thing?
I hate Dragonite. See, I love Dragonair, but then it gets all goofy and goobery looking when it turns into Dragonite.
Wow, that's kind of fucked up, man. What can I say?
Yeah, man, it just got this dumb, dopey little bubble face, and I'm like, that's not a scary dragon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I only know Gen 1 Pokemon, so what about Geodude? Geodude is cool.
Lost it there for a second. Oh, it's because he's pulling up an image.
Geodude. Geodude, you guys like Geodude? Geodude. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Geodude.
In some way or another.
Geodude.
For some reason, there's this weird glitch.
Am I back?
Where every time that Jacob loads an image, you're back now. There you go.
Yourself, Jacob.
I'm talking about Geodude, and so I said, what if I just keep going Geodude until you guys can hear me? Because that's what he sounds like, right?
Yeah. I like Geodude a lot, actually, also. I just don't like how you have to trade Graveler to be able to evolve it into Golem, because then you can never really get Golems in your game, but they're so sick.
All right. It's time now for original Pokemon sounds. Are you ready?
Okay, we're doing that.
Wait, what? That's not right. This is from the fucking show. I went from the Game Boy game. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That'd be sweet if there was a soundboard.
Dude, right? I'm looking for something like that. Anyway.
Because those are weird, fucked up 8-bit sounds. And
yeah.
Cool.
I want the weird 8-bit. Is it 8-bit?
It's probably 16-bit.
Is it? I feel like it's... I don't know how many bits... How many bits was a Game Boy?
The Game Boy?
I think it's 16 bits.
It was 8 or 16?
It is 8-bit. Yeah.
Solid.
But the chip was different.
At least the sound chip for sure.
The sound chip was unique for a Game Boy, that's for sure.
The Pokemon soundtrack on Game Boy is fantastic. That's another thing for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I mean, I think that's about our extensive thoughts on Pokemon, but I do have a Pokemon related quiz segment for you guys that I would like to make you participate in.
Hold on, wait. And we will do that. But Miguel just sent me this Pokemon diary that we need to read.
Free
Oh,
date.
yes.
I'm gonna read it. Here we go. Day 288. Oh wait, I made it go away. Every day is a fresh introduction to hell. Trapped in a ball the size of a pomegranate. Forced to fight my way through this pitiful life by a starry-eyed 12-year-old. Indeed, the only time I feel the cool breeze against my scaly cheek is when I'm engaged in unwilling combat with something that looks like a palm tree with legs. Every day I pray to a god I am no longer allowed to believe in, for a death that will never come. I added never. I can also hear Squirtle pleasuring himself in the adjacent Pokeball. It is foul. /C. Yeah, nice work. I like that. That is
excellent. Great reading. Great
fucking
reading.
hilarious, by the way. Thank you very much. All right, go
Squirtle
ahead.
would be pleasuring itself with his weird little sunglasses.
And if you remember what Squirtle sounds like on the TV show.
Squirtle.
Yeah,
Oh,
Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Why does Squirtle sound like he's from New Jersey? You know what I mean? He's like, Squirtle. Squirtle, squirt. What'd you say, Miguel?
Yep.
There it is.
What?
Remember the Hydra homies?
Hydro
Reddit.
Homies? Oh yeah. Hydro Homies was a vibe, dude. That's for sure. I'll bring that up too. All right, so we got ourselves a fun segment planned by no other than Gage. Let's get it going, my friend.
All right. Today's quiz segment is Pokemon name or pharmaceutical drug name.
Oh shit.
So in this game, I'm gonna read you off 10 titles. They are either the names of Pokemon or the name of a medicine. You guys are each gonna guess. You can either write down your answers or you can just tell me in order, and I'll tally up the points. Or maybe can someone else tally up the points for me?
I got it. I'll take care
Cool.
of it. Yeah.
And then we'll see who gets it. I do have a tiebreaker if we need it. But
All right.
yeah.
Let's see. J M. All right, cool. Tally's coming.
Tally's coming. Are you
Tally's
guys
being
ready?
Tallied. Yep.
Yep.
All right. All right, we are gonna start with Boomavale.
Boomavale.
What do you
Can you
think?
spell it?
Bumavail.
I'm gonna say that's meds.
Yeah, I'm going with
Okay.
Pokemon.
Okay, we got Miguel says meds. Jacob says Pokemon.
Yeah, I say Pokemon.
That is a medicine.
Fuck.
Boomavale films contain a combination of bufamephrine and naloxone. It is an opioid medication for helping people. It blocks the effects of opium. So
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Wow,
Okay.
cool.
there you go. There you go.
There you go. Hold on, wait.
Oh god. Nice.
That I don't know why there's music in the background. I
They
want
probably had
I want
to clip
just
it
the
out of the
sound.
game.
Yeah.
I just want the music, the sound. All right, so every time I lose, you're gonna hear this sound.
You know what's fucked up? I can identify some of those, I think.
Oh, this would be a fun game too. Which one is this?
That is either Zapdos or I think it's Zapdos.
It's Pidgeotto. It's Pidgeotto.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear the next one.
Okay, all right, number 2. Invocana.
That's Pokemon all the way.
That sounds like meds to me again.
God damn it. It's probably meds.
It is in fact meds.
God damn it.
Invocana
I'm going to lose because I'm just going to.
is it's you never know, man. It's an oral diabetes medicine that helps control blood sugar levels.
Yeah.
Yep,
Dude,
there
I'm
you go.
fucked. I'm fucked. I'm going to guess Pokemon for all of them. They're all going to be meds.
That's 2 points for Miguel.
Yeah. It's 2-0.
All right.
Hold on. Wait.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Next, number 3, we have Absol. ABSOL.
I'm ready to guess wrong again. I'm going meds.
I want to say meds too.
Do you go on meds?
Yeah, let's go meds.
All guesses are wrong. That is a dark
Damn
tech
it.
Pokemon.
This is bullshit. I should have guessed Pokemon like I said I was going to. I'm gonna lose.
Sounds cool. He's a he's a weird little dog looking thing with like a weird like white ponytail. He's kind of cool. I like him.
That was Diglett, by the way. That last one. Go ahead.
That sounded like a Diglett.
Yeah.
All right, ready for the next one here?
I'm not, but go ahead.
All right, number 4, Cymbalta.
Oh, that's meds.
I'm gonna stick with my original plan and pick Pokemon and lose this round. Go ahead.
That is unfortunately meds. That
Yeah, I knew
is
it.
Cymbalta is used to treat major depressive disorder in adults.
I know I might need some Balta right now.
Post quiz. So that's 3-0 right now, right?
Yes.
Does this answer your question? Does that
Yes, it
answer your
does.
question?
All right. Number 5. Question number 5. Ready?
I can't wait. Hold on. Singer Bro in the chat is trying to give me the answer, and I'm a little bit ahead of you. So like, you're not helping me. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. This is number 5. Jacophy.
That's
That's a
Poke.
Pokemon.
That's Poke.
Jacob says Pokemon. What do you say, Miguel?
Pokemon.
All guesses are wrong. That's a medicine.
Shit.
Used to treat myelofibrosis in adults.
That's a fucking Pokemon. You're bullshitting.
Sorry, Nate. I got this from the FDA website.
Hold on. Time out.
Go for it.
Look at this Pokemon. Wait, that's the wrong window. Look at this Pokemon. Remember
Twister,
that?
bruh.
You remember that one?
Oh, okay. My bad.
That one's kind of.
Also, I know, huh? Also, don't be looking up Pokemon while we're doing this quiz,
Hold
bruh.
on. Take a no. It's from Gen 1. So if you're telling me Gen 1 ones, you're cruising.
Right. I'm not
I'll
telling you any
remember
Gen
all
1
of the Gen 1s. It has to be past Gen 1. And
You're right,
also,
you're right.
like, does this Pokemon not look like a vagina? Am I wrong?
It absolutely does.
Okay,
Except
thank
for
you.
that's an interesting looking clitori, but other than that,
That
yeah.
is the kind of clitoris that's really out to get you. All right, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Question number 6. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Azumarill.
Meds.
Meds.
What do you guys say, meds?
Azumarill. Yeah.
Azumarill is a Pokemon. It's a water and fairy type Pokemon. It's kind of like the Raichu of water Pokemon.
Kill me. Kill me now. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
pretty rough. You guys are failing pretty hard at this one.
I don't know Pokemon.
They sound ridiculous. I'm gonna give it to you. All right, here we go. Number 7. You guys ready? Yep.
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry. Go.
No worries. Calyrex. Calyrex.
Miguel, you answer first.
I'm saying meds on that.
You're saying what?
Meds.
It's got to be meds.
I'm thinking meds on that, but
It's got to be.
You're going meds too, Jacob?
Yeah, I gotta.
You guys are wrong. It's a Pokemon. It's a psychic and grass Pokemon. It looks like a deer. It looks like a deer with a big puff of pollen on it for some reason.
I feel like every time I
medication.
every time I say Pokemon, it's gonna be meds, and I should have just been just saying Pokemon every time, like I said originally. Go ahead, next one.
All right, and number 8. Number 8 is Toxel, Toxel.
That's a Pokemon.
That's meds.
That is indeed a Pokemon. Miguel, you're smoking him.
I tried to steal a point right there, and you know what? I give up. Game over.
That's a poison and electric Pokemon. That's probably my favorite Pokemon from this last generation. Actually,
what's it called?
Toxel, Toxel. You should look him up. He's real cute. He's a little purple dragon.
Check him out.
Okay.
Check him out right now. Let's see. Let's pull up Toxel, our little buddy Toxel. Oh yeah, look at he looks so pissed off. I love him. He's kind of like Grumpy
great.
Cat.
Kind of got like an Eeyore vibe.
Yeah, he's like, oh, guess I'm gonna burn the building down.
Yeah,
I like him, yeah. And then he evolves into this really cool like electric dragon. And it's pretty sick.
Cool. I still hate you. Go ahead next.
All right, number 9. Vindamax.
Vindamax.
VynDamax.
All of these have been Pokemon in a row, so it's gotta be Meds.
I was gonna say Mets too. That doesn't sound like a Pokemon.
Excuse me, everyone. I was just trying to burp into Gage's ear because I'm mad at him right now for losing.
You guys are both correct. You get a point, Jacob.
I finally get 1 point, but it does not really amount to anything in this competition.
Vindamax affects a protein called transthyretin, something with your liver. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Sounds important. Go ahead. Next
Cool.
one.
All right, number 10.
This is the last one?
This is the last one, unless we need a tiebreaker. So maybe or whatever.
There's no tie. There's no tie. Go ahead. Next one.
Okay. Lurantis.
Oh,
that's a man.
I'm gonna say Pokemon and lose a point.
You're actually correct, Jacob. It is a Pokemon. It's a grass type Pokemon.
All right, 2-5. Tiebreaker?
2-5.
We need a tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. We'll do it just for fun.
All right. Why not?
All right. Wyvital.
Oh, that's fucking. I don't know. Because every time I've heard the all thing, I'm like, that's clearly Meds, and it never is.
It's a Pokemon.
It's Meds.
Fuck it.
Meds. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's Meds.
It's a Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's a legendary dark and flying type Pokemon, Wyvital.
I hope everybody knows me losing this game only further cements that I will never play Pokemon again. I think
it's just solidified that Pokemon has run out of ideas and their names are just ridiculous now. So
that was an incredible game, Gage. Good job, man. I appreciate that. That was unbelievably difficult to decipher.
Yeah.
And let's hear what Articuno has to say about this. If I can get to him.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go. That's what he had to say. Maybe it's a girl.
All right.
It could be a girl.
That was Pokemon or pharmaceutical drug. Yay.
Yay, nice. Miguel, what was the best place playing Pokemon Go that you found a Pokemon? What was the most interesting place that you found yourself capturing a Pokemon?
I was playing Pokemon Go in Peru.
Nice.
But unfortunately, since we were in the same region, their special Pokemon was the one I could have gotten at home.
Nice. Well, that is interesting.
Peru.
So, you caught Pokemon in Peru. Nice.
I did.
I got a Mr. Mime in Paris.
Oh, there you go. See.
Yeah, and then I got a Kangaskhan in India, actually.
Wow. Did Genghis Khan ever invade India in real life?
I'm sure he was over there in some manner. He was probably fighting the Mughal Empire. I don't know if that was the same time period, but probably somewhere around then.
So he got his ass kicked. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I'm pretty sure he had something to do with it over there. I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, I don't know.
He was all up in Thailand and Bali, though. I know that. So
cool. All right, man. Well, any other Poke thoughts? Any other Poke thoughts that you guys got before we move on to endorsements?
Poke it to me.
You're into it. Good job. Keep at it.
Yeah.
These games are for you.
Yeah, catch them all, dude. And I want to see all those shiny badges, like the one on the DS where you could actually clean the badges and make them shiny. That was kind of interesting. I will just quickly throw out there that I think in high school I started writing Pokemon recipes, like what you would do if a recipe for a Psyduck breast.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
A recipe for this is how you cook a Pikachu.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, recipes like that.
Yeah.
So
I think you just have fried Pikachu tail or something like that.
Ooh, yeah, could be.
Out so you don't get shocked while you're cooking it.
Mm-hmm.
Wear all rubber before you eat this Pikachu.
Exactly.
All right, what's our endorsements for the week? Let's go. Let's start with Luke.
Okay. I'm going to endorse an app/website called ArtStation. I just got some art from them recently. This is a website where you can post your own art. It's a lot of game designers and concept artists and people like that post on here, but I post some of my art and some of my design on here. And you can sell your prints on there if you want, and also you can just browse really cool concept art. And a lot of times these people are either just doing fan art or they actually work for these companies. And so like I went down a rabbit hole of like finding just a bunch of Elden Ring and Bloodborne art recently, actually after our last episode. And then I found a bunch of really cool like Miyazaki-esque prints and stuff like that. I just ordered a bunch of them and I just got 3 of them, so I'm stoked I got to frame them. But yeah, ArtStation, it's a really cool app if you just want to scroll through and look at stony concept art from like your favorite properties. And also you can support like real working artists on there, which is cool. So if you want to post your own stuff, cool. And then if you just want to support other artists, also cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a good app. It's a good app on phone too. You can just scroll through and save stuff and instantly, and it's good. It's good for wallpapers.
I always heard of ArtStation, so thanks for clarifying what that is.
Yeah.
Miguel, any endorsements?
I don't really have anything this week that I can think of, to be honest with you, other than Game Pass. Get Game Pass. For PC.
Hey, yes.
Fuck yeah.
One day,
we love Game Pass in the Neon Pocket Dimension.
Like Jacob has said in the back.
Oh, well, lost him. Lost him? Yep. Fully lost him.
Something for everyone.
There you go.
I think he said there's something for everyone. Sorry, my internet randomly cut out again, but I think you said Game Pass has something for everyone. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Cool.
I believe he did, yeah.
You're not wrong.
Sorry about that, fellas. Yeah, everyone on the internet says it's the greatest deal in gaming right now, and yeah, I don't know. The PS Plus stuff's supposed to be pretty cool too, but I don't know.
The PC portion that's pretty it's nice to not have to buy all these games on Steam. There's a lot of the games that I would have bought on Steam anywhere on there, so.
Ton of indies on there, man. Ton of indies. Also play the Outer Wilds if it runs on your PC. Please, God, it's so fucking good. One of my favorite games of all time. My endorsement this week is Flaming Juan's Fajitas and Cantina here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And the reason why I'm endorsing this place is because Mochi Squeeze was kind enough to bring me back some food from there this time. But last time she went there, it was very delicious. So
I highly recommend that place. If you have not been, you can get the fajitas for $2, $3, or $4, and I think even it keeps going up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow!
And they light them on fire at the table. Pretty fucking awesome. If you have not been, you should go. We should go. I'll go with you. You want to go too? Tell me.
Yeah, I'm down.
That place is good. It gets busy, especially during happy hour, because they do happy hour on the weekends as well.
Yep. Yeah, that's what Mochi and See Me Bitch are actually doing from Odd Valley Chat. They were hanging out over there, so they that's what I have for dinner right now, waiting downstairs.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited. Cool. Well, guys, that's another Neon Pocket Dimension in the books.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we have like a saying for the end of the episode or anything like that? I don't know.
We should work on that for sure.
Yeah, we
but
we don't have a sign off yet.
We'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. We're still oiling the, what did they say? The grease in the wheels, something like that.
It's like what's that movie called? Wizard of Oz, when they oil the fucking the Tin Man.
Tin Man.
And they do the. That's where we're at right now.
That's what we're doing.
But hey, I'll just say this, we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the show, and get out there and catch them all. Because you got to.
Man. Must buy, must go.
Miguel?
People need more money.
Miguel, give us some words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. Pick and choose what games you buy and you actually want to spend money on. Is that personally, I'm a cheap gamer. And, if you can get a deal, get a deal. Unless you really have to have the game right away. But you got to make sure you actually play it.
Yeah, like Saints Row.
Yeah.
I want that game.
There you go. There you go.
All right, fellas. Say goodbye.
Bye.
We'll see you next time. Bye.